How about now? Here we go, chat. Finally. We have music. Finally. Okay, here we go. Hello, cubes. How are you doing? Alrighty. Okay. So first and foremost, we're gonna try to fix this flying shenanigans. Because I want to be able to toggle between flying and not flying. I guess I just have to change the gravity scale. Set gravity scale to 0. Yeah. No, I'm not falling. I'm fine, thank you. I'm way better than before. I still have asthma, as you just heard. The more I speak, the more I cough, but I think it should still be fine. Yeah. And my vacation just started, which is why I'm streaming in the middle of the day. So wonderful to finally have vacation. Yes, indeed. So right now we're gonna see if we can input mapping context. Sure. Let's see if I remember how this was done. Right now I just want navigation. We're backward, then down and up. Okay, so backward. I think it'll be a 1D float. Modifier. Think negate. Down. Also float. This will also be a negate. Forward is just going to be a 1D float. For left, 1D float, this will be a negate. Right will just be right, and up will be that. Lovely, okay. Just doing some quick work. Validation failed when saving. A mapping cannot have empty input actions. It has to be this one. Oh. It has to be this one then. That makes sense. Starting up with forward. Thank you very much. Just gonna do simple as that. I'm gonna go for... Where's backward? Backward. Do that. This one will be right. We have left, right, left. We have up, which I think can be E. And then we have down, which could be Q. Here we go. All right. How are you, cubes? Tell me. How are you? Is life playing you like a fiddle? I'm like the song of the week. What? The last song? I don't even remember which one that was. I honestly didn't really look. With enhanced input, right? Maybe I have to. These are like one of the things that you do once and you forget. Default mapping context. I think it's here, right? Yes, that one. Platform settings, Windows, default, 21. Maybe now. Player input, default mapping context. Here as well. Maybe. Your response to is life playing you like a fiddle? Oh, okay, yeah, definitely. Okay. So for those who just joined in, I'm just doing the basic groundwork at the moment to get some possibility for, you know, just debugging. I don't entirely remember how exactly you're to set up the enhanced input. If anyone in chat knows, like, for some reason, then feel free to let me know. I think it should be in the controller there, so enhanced input something. Get enhanced input local player subsystem. Oh, that sounds about right. Set. One moment, chat. Asset manager. Start continuous input injection for player mapping. No, I don't think that. I don't think that's it. No, I'm just gonna cheat. I'm just gonna cheat here. 1 second. Boop. Enhanced input. There we go. Blah 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 blah. Add mapping context. There we go. The mapping context will be that. So let me show you chat like this. Okay. No, not knack. Nav. Left. Here we go. Good Eddie. Good Eddie. So nav right. Add role input, your input, no. Flying, they're not. No, that was falling. Flying. Gonna copy this, do walking. There we go. I'm gonna set this to flying by default. Okay. Here we go. Add movement input. So get the meshes right vector. No, actually I want to change this to a float. -1. Maybe I can just do this. And the right should be the same. Actually, it should probably be on started here. There we go. Maybe it is triggered. Definitely is triggered. Okay, so I'm also going to change the the flying acceleration slash deceleration. Air control, set that to 1. Maybe it is an air control. Swimming, flying. Thanks. Physics interaction. Braking, deceleration, flying. Acceleration when flying and not applying acceleration. How about this? Awesome. Max flying speed. Let's put it to... Actually, let's put it to 1000. I would like to have flying acceleration. Okay. Input shift. I want to check if left shift is down. Okay. Is left shift down? Here we go. No. Okay, well, well, I'll look into that in a moment. So, let's quickly get the other navigations done. Nav forward. We need the right vector. We need the forward vector. There we go, and then we don't need the navigation right, we need to nav backwards. Value is there. And then we need the sorry, navigation up. So here we need the get up vector. Here we go. And everything else should be the same. Should be the same. Navigation down. Here we go. So I don't need the forward. And the reason, if you wonder, the reason why I can do just normal get up vector on both up and down, same with get forward vector on both forward and backwards, and just get right vector on navigation left and right, is because I'm setting the inside of the enhance input right here, I'm adding a modifier of negate. Negate will basically flip it to negative. So that's the reason why I can do that. So this should be it. This should be everything I need. Forward, backwards, up, down. Okay, yeah, you know what, that's good enough. Okay, so, chat. How are you doing, chat? So I think we have the base things done for the navigation. So I think we can jump straight into the wave function collapse. Yeah. So we have, I made a collapse asset list, basically this. This is just, now what I could have done, right? What I could have done is I could have done one single asset, for example, one wall, and just rotate that asset depending on where exactly it is and how you rotate it, and then it'll automatically figure out which sides should be connected to what, right? And I might just do that. But right now I'm just gonna import all of this. And then I'll probably figure out the rest from there. But what I made here is essentially, I haven't exported this out yet, but what I've done here is I've done a just corner wall like this. I've done a U-turn wall. I've also done just a flat wall wherever I can find one. There. Just a flat wall. And I've just also done a normal just floor as well. Okay, there we go. Just normal floor. And everything is pointing towards one direction. And that's there's a point for that. There's a reason why I did that. I'm planning to also maybe add a pillar just to hide seams in the future. But right now, I am not gonna bother with that too much. Of course, I could improve this a bit more, like with these walls that are round. I could just like continue on, so that it looks like something, right? And of course, I could add as much detail as I want to this. There's really no limitations to this, as far as I'm aware. But what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna hide this cube, hide the light, hide the camera. There was something I was thinking that I should add, right? I just want to add a cube real quick. Do like this. Sorry. Scale this up to be 1.4. Something like this. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna be 2.3. No. Here we go. I basically just want to have some kind of block showing what has been generated or what has not been generated or what is currently being generated into something, because I want to see if I can debug this a bit. Call this debug box. Select all this. Save. Gonna apply all of it. File, export. Wave function collapse. Selected objects. Collapse assets. Go for input. May need find/replace for. Okay. Why? Move here. Yes. Let's see. Can I still? Yeah, I can still. Okay. Feels good to me. So many people to ban. Christ. Thank you, cubes. Thank you. So where exactly are we gonna start here? So how about we start just bots? It's just really just bots. We're gonna start with going for the models. So mesh. find the proper mesh. Blender. Here we go. Everything going to be nanite. Import everything. So this means that yes, I'm going to have this UV material. All of this here. You know what? I wanna try to plain ground. Wall west, okay. I'm just going to move the things I'm maybe not planning to have. Just move them away. So right now we have the ground, we have the wall facing north, we have the wall facing northeast, and we have the wall facing north. Actually, I want to have northwest and east. West, northeast, this thing. Move there. West, northeast. And move that one there. Okay, cool. So we have fewer meshes to work with, and the fewer meshes to work with, the quicker this could be to set up in the future if anyone else wanna play around with it. Okay, so I don't know why the text. Oh, maybe I didn't save the texture. That's why. You know what? Doesn't matter. We can ignore that. So let's add this one to this as well. Here we go. Set that to color. Make this into a material instance. Bonk. Okay, so we are going to go to blueprint. We're gonna make a blueprint class. Gonna make an actor. Blueprint wave function collapse block. Throw that one out. So we are gonna do as simple as static mesh. That should really be it with the components. We're gonna do this. So if you wonder, all blocks are 3 times 3 in tile. And that's a reason. There's a reason for that. The reason for that is very simple. Because I don't want to be bothering with generating 2 small tiles. Okay? Yeah, I'm going to make it so that you can change it to a different tile size. But I want to go for 3 times 3 since that feels like a decent size for a labyrinth type of area. I'm going to go for that. Okay, so first and foremost, we are going to. This is just the block that will be changing into whatever it's going to need to be, right? I notice also that I'm going to need to generate UVs. Oh, not UVs, collisions for these things. So let's do some quick show. Simple collision. Actually, I could just go as simple as use complex collision as simple. So if I should just show the I thought that it had. Here we go. Here's something. Let's just double check this. Okay, I can't go through this. Awesome. What? I can't go through this either. Cool. Great. Might not need to do anything then. Still going to... Because the meshes are really simple. Really simple. So I'm not like worried whatsoever with the collision being overly complicated. But I want to just try, just in case, some shapes, just to see. Yes. Yes. And yes. I do realize I cannot move my camera or my angle. I do realize that. And the floating camera controls are all terrible. But we're gonna go with them. Okay, no need to worry about those things. So we are going to make another blueprint. Actually, let's do wave function collapse generation. That one in there. We're gonna make a new blueprint wave function collapse generator. This is the thing that will do all the magic. So we won't really need anything else. I don't think so, not for a little while at least. Clear things up. So we're gonna make 2 variables. X size, make this into an integer, show it, and Y size, show it. Can do generation. Right now they are on 0. I don't know if I want to do instance static mesh. Cubes, do you think I want to do that? Instance static mesh? Maybe it's a good idea, maybe it's not. I mean, it would be more performant if it was instanced. Anyway, let's give it a try. Multiple instances of the same static mesh. So I think it would be easy to generate everything, and then check every single mesh, which one is what. and then regenerate everything according to that. That would probably be the most good way, performance-wise. Might take a little extra time, but we can experiment and see. And after that, like all the other things can, like the details can be added on top of that afterwards. I'm gonna make a for loop starting with index 0. I'm gonna have another for loop. Instance meshes would be performant, but I think it might limit you, but maybe there's a smart way to do it. I've noticed that there's some way to edit instanced meshes, but it's difficult to add meshes or change meshes. If you change one mesh, you change mesh of every single instanced mesh. That's the issue. So you would have to, when you're spawning the thing, you would have to spawn it with the, for that specific instanced mesh, and that can be a headache. Current X. Current Y. Okay, now we have the current X and we have the current Y. Ugh. Sorry if I'm sorry for all my coughing, folks. I might head off to bring more water later. I don't know if you can see. Here we go, water. This is pure vodka. Remember, kids, don't drink water, drink vodka. Makes you a man quicker. Don't. So I wanna create. No, I wanna spawn. Spawn actor of. Right. So this is funny. This is a fun thing. I think they changed how construct works. I don't think you can spawn actor of class anymore. In the construction script. Which is funny. But I think you can add instanced things. Spawn actor from class. Here we go. Spawn actor from class. Yeah. Livers are for chumps. Yes, indeed. So I guess we won't spawn in construct for some reason. I'm gonna do this. Create variable. Create variable. Everything will be in the same blueprint wave function collapse block. Gonna add a tile size. Change this into a float. I'm gonna show it. Tile size is going to be 300 units by default. Make transform. Right now, I'm not gonna worry about rotation. I think I'm gonna worry about rotation after the fact, because when we are generating the actual tile, that's when it will figure out whether it needs to be rotated or not. Sorry. Make vector. Right now that will always be 0. I might add more to it later. This is X. And this is Y. Okay. So right now, if we just start, there will only be one single block. There will be nothing else. And we will see that it's a wave function collapse block. Okay? We're gonna go here. Let's change it to a 10 by 10. I really need to fix so I can move my mouse. There we go. That means that every single one of these blocks will be generated. The question is, how much do I want to generate at any given time? I'm thinking a 5 by 5 maybe? Because I want to do in a nice little square of some kind. So, for those who don't know wave function collapse, what it basically is, right, is that it will start at one point, any of these nodes, really. It will, for example, take this one. It'll randomly select a tile set and rotation for it. And it will, or just tile sets, you know, whatever. And it will basically set that to the block. What will happen is that the neighboring blocks around it, I'm not meaning diagonally, I'm meaning adjacent, directly adjacent to the block, to this block. For example, let's say this block turns into a flat plane. Okay, flat plane. That means that this block, for example, can turn into... It can be turned into a wall on this side. It can be turned into a wall on that side, or that side. It can be turned into a wall that's like this curved that way, or no wall at all. It's the option is there, and you will basically eliminate different possibilities depending on it. One is adjacent to that specific tile, and it will always go by the tile. So how it generates in order is that it'll take, if it has already spawned a tile, for example this block here, this tile, it will take the neighboring tiles, or any tile at all, that has the lowest entropy level. Entropy level is, in this case, how many variations can it possibly be? Meaning, if you have 10 tiles or 10 blocks of meshes, and if this one turns into a flat, just a floor, that means that this wall here maybe have, let's say you have some meshes that are connected to water or connected to a specific type of wall or whatever the case may be. That means that the entropy for these tiles is reduced by every single variation of block that does not have a variation that can be puzzled together with the adjacent tile that already has created something. Maybe that is a little bit complicated explanation. It is a little bit complicated subject, but I think it would be easy if I just show you how exactly this works. So I want to do some functions, right? I want to do some public functions, because this is going to be a messy job otherwise. So where are we? Come on. I want to do a blueprint function library. Blueprint function. Wave function collapse. So find tile. So every every one of these blocks, they will have a coordinate. We'll have a vector 2D coordinate. Actually, let's make you into a just make you into a vector. I wanna visualize this too. So I have a text render. You'll be up there. A little more. Center, text bottom, that's fine. Maybe 3. Okay. This could actually just be in a function. Should I go for world location, or should I just go for the integer? I think it'd be better just go for integer, wouldn't it? A vector coordinate, save that. Since it's nothing that's random, so that wouldn't matter. We're gonna split this. We're gonna pen string, we're gonna do this. And do X. Y. And Z. Huh. Okay, this is fine. I think this is fine. Okay, so now for find tile, we wanna for each loop get all actors of class. Oh. C block. Found the block. This should actually be a for each loop with a break. This. You go there, you break this. And then we're gonna move out. Turn node. Like so. And found block. There you go. Sorry, chat, just double checking something. Okay, yep. So we can now find the particular block. Actually, wouldn't it just be better if I just had current X and Y as the... Here we go. Why don't we just do this? We don't have to worry about massive numbers. Yeah. Why do you want to round it integer 64? Round. Here we go. This is just so I can get rid of that 0.0 in the end. I will never have a 0.0 in the end. Not one that should matter anyway. There we go. Awesome. So what we're gonna do now, chat, we're gonna have a new function, generate in range. So we're gonna generate the in vector range. Most likely will just be 2D. I'm gonna have end. So we're gonna use the find tile. I'm gonna split this. Actually, do we need that? And then get vector range end. So here we have the start x and we have end x. Start x and end x. I'm going to do the same for the y. Have a current x. Always good to keep that in mind. Always good to keep in mind the current y. If I could spell it right, current y. Okay. From here, we are going to get the current x, get the current y, split this, and find the current x with the current y. This should find the right block that we need. This does not now keep in mind of the entropy. How exactly will we go about that? So this we can use this to just check everything one after the other. So we need to find the lowest entropy in range. Find lowest entropy in range. I think this is where we could use all of this. What am I doing? I could just rename this. There. Find lowest entropy in range. Okay. So there's another thing we need to do first. Here we need to I'm thinking that we will do a CVS file. Or no, CSV file, sorry. Not CVS, CSV file. So we're gonna do a structure. Start with the index. Then we want to have the static mesh. After that, oh, nice. We're gonna have an integer, because this is where the simplicity or the speed in wave function collapse comes in that everything is kind of already predetermined. Wow, I realize now that I'm really dark. Give me 1 second. 1 second, chat. Give me light. Is this better, chat? Is this better? A little bit. Hey, now I'm more yellow. Cool. Okay, so the simplicity of wave function collapse is when you're generating, that is, like performance-wise simplicity, is that makes no sense. But the performance comes in that all the tiles have a predetermined neighbor. Okay, has a predetermined neighbor. So that we actually need a second. Sorry, struct. Struct neighbor. And this is going to be an integer. It's going to be an array integer. Neighboring index. Actually, no, hold on. You know what? Since we are going with it, we're going to add an enum. Saying which side, which direction it's facing. It's north, there's west, there's east, and then there's south, right? I'm not gonna bother with the northeast, north-south, whatever. Okay, neighboring index, this is good. Add another one, going to be the enum rotation. Enum rotation of said index. Okay, meaning that I'm fine. It'll basically say, okay, I'm fine with north of me. I'm fine with all of these indexes, but they have to be on these rotations. Okay. So we're gonna go for that. So we're gonna go for struct neighbor. This is going to be an array. North neighbor. Okay. I'm gonna go for west neighbor. The reason why I'm making it into arrays is that most likely there's multiple different possibilities. Gonna go for east neighbor, and we're gonna go for. Have I misspelled something? I don't think so. And we're gonna go for south neighbor. Okay. Okay. Is there something else we need here? I think so. We're gonna add this variable into it though. Make it public so I can actually see what they are. In case of something breaking. Okay, so from here we're gonna go for a miscellaneous. We're gonna go for, I think it's composite data table. Data table. How do I add something to this list? Where? Is it this one that I need? Oh, here we go. That's the thing. Delete that. Save. Wait, function collapse. Cool. So we are gonna add how many do we need? 4 of them. It will be for each and every one of these. This will be the playing ground. We'll have index 0. This one will be index 1. It will be a that one. It will be index 2. It will be that one. This will be index 3. And it will be that one. Okay. Chat, this is where the magic is going. So, when it's a flat ground, okay, so north of it, neighboring index could be 0, facing really whatever direction it wants. Oh, I should probably do this. Any. There we go. And then we don't need to have 100 duplicates. We just do any. Oh, my girlfriend sent me something. So my girlfriend might text me about things like Swedish, just so you know. So we have this flat wall. This will be facing north. I think I'll be facing north. Considering how Blender and Unreal Engine is taking care of these things very differently. Okay, it is facing north. Is it? No, that's north. Well, this will be very confusing. If this is north, I would need the wall that faces west. I'm gonna keep this wall. I'm gonna keep this wall and stay confused. 'Cause that's how I roll. Okay. So how we're gonna do this is change this into flat ground. This one should be this one. Here we go. So we have it like that. I'm just puzzling up the different possibilities of these walls. Add this one there. Yes, okay. This is mostly for my own sanity. So that one's faced like that. That will need to be rotated. Okay. What I actually should have done, okay, is that I should have just had the walls be separate and everything would be just tiled with the floor if there is supposed to be some kind of floor there. That's how we actually should have done. Because then I don't want to be needing to worry about these fall through areas or like when I rotate the walls and then the UV will rotate or some whatever. Yeah. Anyway. So north is negative x. Because of course it is. So north of this ground can be index of 1 facing almost any direction. It cannot face south. It can face north, west, and east, but cannot face south. Because if it's faced south, it will be faced like this, meaning that the wall would be where it shouldn't be. Okay? Are we in on that? I hope so. Okay, so if we go for the... Right, another thing. We can get a... What is this? Number... This index 3. Only facing north. Only moment when this one can actually be valid. This one should be index not 3, 2. When it's facing north or west. So west would be that it's rotated this way. Okay? Are we following along, chat? Are we following along? Yes, I have to do this with every single static mesh that I've added. Yes. Okay, moving on. I think that's all the possibilities for just north. If you copy this for west, the floor can always be there. That's no issue. Why do I have this one can be deleted? Okay, let's see here. Starting with index 1, which is the flat wall, this one. Can it be faced north? Yes. Only it cannot be faced is east. It's going to change east to south. Okay. So this rounded wall cannot be faced north. It can be faced west. West? No. Actually, that one can be faced west. West, and it can be faced south. Yeah. And of course, this one can be faced west. And only west. Okay. Copy, paste. Expand everything. On east, here in other words, it can always be a flat one like that. Here with the flat wall, it cannot face west. It can face east though. The rounded wall can only face east. The this U wall. This rounded wall. Let's see here. You can be faced north. And you can be faced east. Here we go. Expand all. Okay, south. So south with the flat wall, it cannot be faced north. So it has to be faced south. The rounded need to be faced south, and then the U wall, and the sick of my own sanity. So this north, this is east. So yeah, we have east there, and it can be south. South. Okay, so this is now done for one of the tiles. One of the tile sets. Are you ready for the next one? Yeah? Cool. Let's reset the rotation of everything. Cool. Okay, so we're gonna change it to this one. North of it, okay, so north of it, north of this wall, okay, there's actually multiple options here, but there's not a single one where the floor is empty like this. There's not a single option where there's no wall on this side right there, okay? So it needs to be a wall covering this from the other side, okay? Are we on the same page? Okay, so it cannot be a normal flat floor. That is impossible. Okay. So we can have a flat wall facing south. Okay. We can have flattening my ear. We can have a U. Actually, let's go for them in order here. Let's go for this one. So it cannot be faced north. It cannot face west. And that's the only limitations of this corner wall. So it can be faced south and east. So when I add number 2, we can east and south. And for the rounded wall, for the U wall, I'm always changing the name for this thing. You just gotta get used to it. This wall, okay, can never face south, but it can face all the other directions. So west and east. That is a-okay. Okay. Moving on to west. West, we can have a flat. We can have a floor on the west side, facing any direction. So that's good. On We can also have a wall that is facing south. Face north, not east. East doesn't work. Oh wait, hold on. I'm gonna add another 2. Move you up there, and I'm gonna move you up to there. Okay. So we can add 2 more walls. It can be facing south, west, and north. It cannot be facing east. So this this kind of wall, a corner wall, it cannot be facing north, and it cannot be facing east. It can be facing west and south. That's all. So west and south. Cool. And then we have this wall. This wall can only be facing west. Actually, we have west there. We're gonna delete that one, and we're gonna delete that one. Now we move on to east. East of this wall, we can have a flat wall, or just normal ground, flat ground, perfectly fine. Actually, I don't know if we need to check diagonally. So yeah, never mind. Let's just move on with how we're doing right now, and then we can add diagonally, if need be. If need be. I don't think you really need it. Maybe. No, you could have it if you want to add extra things. Well, anyway. So flat wall. Such that this will take time. It can be facing north. That's fine. It can face east. Not west. Oh, I forgot one thing. These walls, I want them to be weighted. The weighing will basically be how high of a chance is it for this particular tile set to be set. So if it has multiple options, it will be randomized, and the randomization will be weighed. Therefore, we can make certain that certain tile sets will be more likely to appear than others. Okay? Are we in with this? Good. We're following along, Jack. We're following along. Let's expand everything again. We're on the east. I can find east, south. That's fine. Okay, the rounded one. Can it face north? Yes, it can face north. Can it face east? Yes, it can face east. But it cannot face any other direction. That's cool. And then the rounded can only be, or the U wall can only be faced east. Oh, right, we're on the south now. Not bad. Okay, a flat, no walls, so that's fine. I'm gonna change this into a flat wall. So it cannot face north. That's the only direction it cannot face. So, oh, what are we doing here? Chat. Chat. Let's double check this again. One can face south, east, north. That's fine. Rounded can face north and west. Not south. North and west. And the rounded needs to be faced east. Okay. Copy this. Sorry. Expand. So there can be a floor there. A wall facing south, east, and west. So now for the rounded wall, or the corner wall. Cannot face north, okay. Can face east and south. East and south. And the rounded U wall can only face south. Okay. Cool. Gonna reset these things because we have 2 more walls to go. Okay. We are changing this one to that. Okay, north. Anything that has a wall, it's fine. So flat ground, not okay. We can have a flat, straight wall facing south. We can have the rounded facing east and south is fine. So east and south. Then when it comes to the U wall, it can be facing any direction that is not north. I think we can go for east. That one will be very similar. Because it cannot have any flat, no walls, no wall tile, not possible. Okay. A flat, straight wall facing west. A rounded wall facing not east, west and south is fine. West and south. So then we have the rounded wall can face any direction other than west. So this one can be changed to north. We have then north, east. No, it cannot face east. That's right. East needs to be facing west. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Moving on to west. Expand. West can actually have a no wall tile. facing any direction, so that's fine. With the wall, straight wall, it can face any direction other than east. Move these up. One. South, north, and west. We can remove this one. So now for the rounded wall. Okay, cannot face north, cannot face east. That's the only one. North or east cannot be faced. West. So with the U wall, it can only face west. Now for the south, I think south will be fairly similar to the west. Expand these. It can have any form of... It can have a no wall in any direction. It can have a flat wall facing any direction other than north. So we're going to change this one to south. No. Change this one to east. The round wall cannot facing north or west. Change this one to east. And the rounded one needs to, the U wall needs to be facing south. Copy that one for this rounded wall. There we go. So for north, first and foremost, can't have any no walls there. When it comes to straight wall, we can have it one facing south, that's fine. Facing any other direction is not okay. The rounded one can be facing south and east. And then we have the rounded one can be facing any direction other than south. North, west, east, not south. That's right. Expanding. Okay, so the west flat wall needs to be facing east. Rounded wall can be facing north and east. North and east. Do that. East side will be very much the same. Flat wall can only be facing west. We can have a rounded wall facing west and south. Yeah. And we can have a rounded wall facing any direction other than east. This one will be facing west. Okay, so the south neighbor Do this a little bit differently. We can have a flat. We can have a floor without any wall. We're not going to have another rounded wall or tile like this facing the opposite direction, because that means that it would just be an enclosed area and you cannot go anywhere. So we don't want that to happen. I'm gonna ignore that. We can have a straight wall facing west. We can have a really, we can have a straight wall facing any direction other than north. West, east, and south. Okay. Then we can have a rounded wall facing east and south. East and south. I think that's kind of it. Cool. Okay, so now we're gonna weigh this. I wanna weigh the flat wall, or the no wall, as 5. No, that's the index. My bad. 5. The next one into 3. 2 and 1. That means that I want to have just no wall tiles. None. Right, there's one type of tile set that I forgot. Whoops. Well, let's make that one real quick. Let's hide all of not you. Hide. We forgot to have a wall or a tile which has walls on either end. We forgot that. So we're gonna go to editing. Okay. I think this should be fine. Just gonna export that one. Hello? Plain ground wall north south. Hello. Delete. Why can't I delete? Well. Okay. Well, whatever. That means that we have to add another type of another type of wall. It's fine. This is fine. I don't think it'll take too long, really. So we have number 4 facing north and south. 4 facing. This is the west side. It's going to be facing west and east. This is the east. It can be also be facing west or east. This is south. It can be facing north or south. Okay, so north can be facing west or east. With on the west side, it can face west and east as well. On the east side, it can only face west and east as well. And on the south side, it can face north and south. Okay. West and actually, I don't think I need to have it looking both directions since it's symmetrical anyway. Delete. Delete. Right? It's pointless. It's redundant extra work. Also, it will mess up with the randomness. Delete. 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 And delete. This one 4 can only be facing north. No. West. On the east side, it can only be facing north. On the south side, he can be facing north. Yeah. Oh my god, so many freaking bots. Christ. This is the U-turn wall. North of it, can only face west. Can only face north. East side can only face north. The south side can only face north. Okay. Moving on to the double-sided wall then. And the weight should be also 3. Okay, what can be north of it? How does it even look like? What can be north of a wall, chat? Anything that looks like that. What can be south of a wall like this? Expand. Neighbor index. Face north. North and west. The round one, west, east, and that one can only be facing west. Yes. Okay. I think the west one should be identical to this. South, west, north. The rounded one here can be facing west and south. West and south, yeah. Number 3 can only, index 3 can only be west, and so can only index 4. Any... Oh, I realized I have to check diagonally as well. I have to check diagonally. Because what if I mean a situation where this one is a flat plane. That means that this one cannot be a flat plane because of this. What was the chat? Oh yeah. Well, anyway, this day is mostly just for um, today is mostly just for preparation work. Okay, so don't expect too much. Don't expect too much from this. This is not where the magic is going to happen. Next stream though. Stuff is about to get real, chat. Stuff will get real. Okay. So, south. Sure, it can be facing south. Can be facing west, can be facing east. It can face north. Neighboring index. Two is the corner wall, rounded corner wall. It cannot be facing west. Can be facing east and north. The round wall can only be facing east. And that one can only be facing west. Okay, chat. Prepare to cry. Southwest neighbor, and we need a southeast neighbor. Okay, cool. Awesome. We're getting to it, chat. Okay. Well, in the case of the flat or just the floor, right? Technically, it doesn't really care where there could be a wall or not, right? So it could just, you know, have anything in the diagonals. Anything at all, in any direction, in any rotation. Right? That applies for every single side. For every single corner. That was simple enough. Okay, now we're facing the straight wall. There we go. What could possibly be in a corner? Okay, so I'm not going to let a flat, or I'm saying flat plane, but I'm not gonna let a non-wall tile be there. So I'm gonna move directly to number 1. It can be facing east. I don't think I'm gonna let it face any other direction. Okay. No, but it... oh, yeah. It can be a rounded wall facing north. Oh, actually, it can let it be a... well, technically... I have to think here a little bit, because what if this is a room right here, and this is a different room, right? This would... so I don't want it to be facing north. Can it possibly facing west? No. South? No. East? Yes, definitely. South? Yes. East and south it can face. So then the second one, this one, it can face north, definitely. It can face south. It can face west. No. But I'd be happy if it can face south as well. So it can only not face west. That's the only direction it cannot face. North, east, and south. So now for the number 3. It is that one. Technically, it could be facing any direction. And then we also have to keep in mind for number 4 can only be facing, well, any direction really, that one as well. Yeah, I think so. The east, I think, northeast, I think it will be very much the same, with slight variation. East, I want it to be facing west. South is still fine. 2 is the rounded. Face north is fine. It cannot face south. It can face west. It just can't face south. South will be west. The rounded one can be any. And the hallway can be any. And then these, I guess, could literally be anything. So copy south. Any can be facing south. East, no. West, yes. North, or it just can't face west. Because southwest now. I'm thinking southeast. Southwest. It can face west. Can face south. It can't face east. But it can face north. So now we're talking about this one. So it can't be facing east like this. Because I don't want to have a single pixel white wall. I mean, if I do, then it's fine, but I don't, so it's not fine. I can't have it this way because I have no idea what kind of wall it's here. Could very well be a rounded wall like this. Can be a U wall like this. So then it's fine. I think. No, actually, I will not let it face north. Because then there is a possibility that it could be a 1 pixel wide or deep wall. So I don't want it to be facing north. I'm gonna remove the north. It's gonna be able to face west and south. Not east. West and south is fine. West and south, yes. So we're gonna move on to the next wall. I'm thinking if it's like this, there's a possibility for 1 pixel deep wall. This is fine. Possibility. This one. No. So it would either be inwards like this, so that would be facing south, or this way facing north. So then we're going to only be facing south or north. Change that one to south. And then we go for this wall. Can it be there at all? I don't think it can. No. No. It will not be able to be there at all. Expand. So now we're in this tile. Flat. No walls is fine. Facing south, facing west. No, one to face east. A rounded wall will be we're facing east or west. East or west. East or west. North or south? South, north. Wait. Number 2. What was number 2? Yeah, that's the rounded one. Number 1 is that wall. Number 3 is that wall. Okay. We'll do this, chat. We can go through this. I'm starting to mix them up. It's the corner wall. Yes, this is the corner wall. It can face north and south. South and actually, I don't think there should be any. Facing south, facing west, that's fine. There's a rounded one. Facing north, that's fine. No, that wouldn't work. You can't face north. Because if this thing faces north, then there is a risk that there will be a 1 pixel depth wall. I'm not gonna risk that. So it has to be facing west. That one has to be west. No. South. South. That one could be that. No walls. Straight one south and east. That's fine. Oh yeah. And the rounded one would then be facing east, I think. Should be facing east, like this. Oh, this one will be facing, like that one, yeah. Okay, chat, moving on. What is the next one? Next one is the rounded one. Last one. So I wanna just do a quick bet that northwest is identical. Northeast. Let's see, northeast. I can have a flying wall facing west and south. West and south. Actually, if I want to have a 0 chance of having a 1 pixel deep wall, then I can't have it facing south. I can have the rounded one facing south there either. And that one can only be facing north or I'm gonna accept south. West is fine. Facing north with a rounded wall. No, it can face west though. Face east, no. It can't face north either. This one can only face north. We're talking about the U-turned. North and south. And a double wall can only face north. Yes. So we're done with those. I'm gonna double check here. Southwest. Wall facing south, facing west, it's fine. Rounded facing south, that's fine. Any other combination would not work. Any south, east. Only east, yes. Okay, yeah. Moving on to the next one. Northwest, have a flat wall facing east, that's fine. Facing south, no. A rounded wall facing north, that's fine. Facing east, no. Facing south, no. I guess we could also add just blank. In case it's like one of those situations where it just doesn't know, there's nothing that fits there because there's wall surrounding that one tile, so it can't turn into anything. You know, I'm gonna wait and see till those situations happen, if it happens. Most likely it will, but I wanna wait and see what happens. I think I'll just try to have a foolproof version of, like, just in case that happens, just, you know, just do nothing since it doesn't need to do anything anyway. This is northwest, so how about we do southeast? We can have a straight wall facing north. We can have a rounded one facing north. We can have hold on. No. can face north. You can face east. You can face west. You can face north. Okay. So southwest. I wanna have that one be exactly like if there was a flat tile. So southwest. Exactly like as if it was no walled tile there. Okay? That's how I roll. Okay, so firstly it can be a on this tile right here, to northeast. It can be a oh no, it shouldn't be able to be a flat, just like a flat no walled tile there, because in that case it has to be a wall there, and if it's a wall there, that means that this is a 1 pixel deep wall. 1 second, guys, I need to take this. Here we go. Hey, Chad. Okay, so for those who don't know, for those who don't know, we've had some radiator issues going on. Meaning, in other words, when there was negative 20 outside, the bedroom was feeling like 20 or less. But the floor, like the room temperature was like around 20 indoors when it was negative 20 outdoors. We're talking about Celsius. But the floor and the bed itself felt like 15. Because there was like cold. Okay, so that's what we're talking about. Just gonna do this so everyone can see more clearer. Where are we? We are right here. So it's the northeast one. Okay. I want northeast. Can there be a wall? Normal wall? No straight walls. I think it can only be one of these. Right there. Facing south. Is that realistic? No, it can also be these U-turn walls facing south and west. No, not east, west. I wonder if I'm restricting the tiles too much, but I guess we'll see. So northwest, we can have a rounded wall facing east. We can have also a U-turn wall facing east and south. Northeast will be quite similar. This one will be facing south, because it will be 180 of this. No. This will be west. That'll be fine. Over here it will be facing east. Hold on. Would it? No. Here will be facing east. And over here, oh, you're already rotated. That explains it. It will be here facing south. Exactly. It will be facing south. Northeast will be facing south. That's right. You can be facing west and you can be facing south. That's fine. Yep. Okay. So southwest You can be a straight wall facing north. You can be a curved wall facing west. You can be a U-turn wall facing west. Hey Fetch, how you doing? We're doing wave function collapse over here. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party of the spreadsheets. Oh my god, the spreadsheets. Southwest, what else could possibly be there? Oh, right. We can't forget that over there, index number 4 can be facing west. And the southeast, north, that's fine. Rounded needs to be facing north. And needs to be facing east. I'm still recovering from a I think it's COVID or some flu. I was sick last week. Yeah, I was sick last week. High fever. And I have asthma, unfortunately. So if you hear me coughing, then that's why. That's just asthma coughing. I don't have any fever or any other symptoms left, so that's fine. Been waiting to do Wave Function Collapse for a while, but I haven't had the time to build out a library for it. Yeah, I'm currently building a library right now. I'm just having 5 simple shapes, or 5 simple tiles, or blocks, or however you want to really call it. It really escalates really quickly. Like, if you add a single one more, suddenly you have to do a lot of work. It's not so simple. That one can be facing north. Whoever the round one facing east, that's fine. Facing west, yeah. Okay. Now for the final one. Let's do this, chat. Let's do this. Northwest. What could possibly be northwest? I think that anything from this one, northwest, should be fine. Should be fine. Northeast. Kind of the same, but we need to modify it a little bit. We can have a straight wall looking to the west. We can have a rounded wall. We can have a rounded wall facing, what would it be? It would be facing west. Because it would be this wall right here, round wall facing like this. If this thing here was a one of these, so then it would work. Then it would work just fine. Then it will work just fine. So you're facing west, and then the rounded one facing north. That's fine. That's fine. I would like to say that you can also face south. I'm gonna add that one here as well. 3 facing south. Yoink. Facing south. And of course, we can't forget the hallway tile facing north. We can't forget that. Northwest. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I think the other ones should be very much the same, right? Like southwest. If we expand this, we can have a straight wall facing east. Yeah, that's true. A rounded wall facing north? No. We can have it facing east, not south. We can have it facing east. Rounded wall facing east. Why did I have another? I feel like I have to double check all of these tiles again, because I'm like, I have to make up my mind. I think the biggest requirement for me are that it be complicated to JavaScript or JavaScript, as well as being asynchronous. Given I want performance, I think the best option is probably to build mine in TS/JS. I don't know what TS is, but just to avoid overhead of other languages compiling to JavaScript. I mean, it depends on how complex it is for you. Because the idea is that since it's predetermined what could be the neighbor, the performance is actually very good. So I mean, it is collapsing each type of option compared to the neighboring blocks or tiles, and as a result of that, the compute amount will be way less, because you will always be looking at the tile that has the lowest amount of entropy, and you go from there, and then you just do a randomized of what all the tiles that are possible, and then just keep going from there. So theoretically, I mean, I haven't tried it yet, but theoretically, the performance hit should not be any significant whatsoever. Most of my constraints are sadly based on where I intend to use it. Okay. I can imagine that the wave function collapse can be used for a lot of things. Like just randomizing the stuff you have in like a bookshelf or something. Just like blocks of stuff. Oh, I have to look through all of these walls again, because I fear that I have messed something up. It is a very diverse algorithm, definitely. What's funny is as well is that you have variations of the algorithm as well. Like there are algorithms which double, like if we have these tiles right here, or maybe better, these tiles right here, and do the algorithm on these tiles only. And then we go for the next step. We add the last 2 rows in the algorithm as well. Apparently, that makes the algorithm way better in terms of having a at least 3D environment. Because then it can just, oh, I had a wall here before, but it would be better if we just had a passageway. So let's just change that into a passageway. So that way the algorithm would be longer, take more performance, of course, take longer, but at the same time, you would also end up with a way better result. And everything is still just wave function collapsed. So it would just be you doing the same algorithm again. And technically it would be just do the same algorithm a few more times than you would actually normally do if you just kept the entire field as is. Just like start there and then just blah 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 blah. I think. This is just me theorizing. I don't even know if I'm right here. Isn't the bonus of that is that you are able to reduce the failure rate or something? Yeah, partially. Well, yeah, actually, yeah, it would be the failure rate, since if you mean like a failure rate would be you being unable to proceed because you just blocked yourself into a room, then yeah, that would be one option. Yeah, there would definitely be a good choice then. There would be a failure state. Yes. Of course, you would also need to keep in mind the weights of all of the tiles that they have, so that you have the most how do you want to call it? The most pleasing generated tile set, or the most wanted tile set, so that you don't just sit there with like a with too many big rooms, or too many walls, too many corridors. That will be troublesome. So yeah, there's a lot of tweaking as well. Sorry. I've never done wave function collapse myself before, so there's also that. I'm kind of experimenting this. I'm defining a failure as a state where a cell has 0 potentials. Yeah, that is also the case. When you have rooms, like I have, like walls, I'm definitely 100% certain there will be failure rates somewhere. And I think that it's fine if it's kind of like this. If it's like a catacomb, or if it's a dungeon or something, then I think it's fine to have 0 potentials. But if you're like in more an open area, then that is definitely troublesome. Okay, also, if it's 2D, then you're going to see the failed state, or failed 0 potential as well. So you might want to change that into like a black block or something. Use of the issues with function collapse is that it... Someone's calling me again! Who's calling me? Why are you vibrating? No one's calling me and it's vibrating. What's going on? Oh. 1 second, guys. My girlfriend is calling. don't you get annoyed when someone's calling you and you miss the call and then you immediately afterwards try to call the person and they're like, not answering? It's just like, why? Why is that a thing? Why is that so common? Anyway, in some scenarios that may be acceptable, but I think generally that's a failure state of the algorithm or an indicate that you may be missing some important states. That is absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Sorry. I should probably be coughing away from the microphone. Okay. Let's southwest, southeast. You're probably going to be very much the same. Gonna face east. The one going. You're not gonna face north. You can face east. The rounded one is going to be facing south. Or north, I guess. What have I done here then? North and south. Northeast will be facing north and south. North and south. Yeah, it would be the same here. Yeah, that was fine. Over here, it would be facing west. And then this one will be facing... This one should be facing south. Yes, facing south. And then that one should be facing... north and south. Okay. In some scenarios, yeah. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. I may have I may have to in the next stream just write down the rules of these tiles and then follow them and not change them in the middle, because I fear now that I may have some possibilities where it can be a 1 pixel deep wall. That is exactly what I'm trying to avoid. Yes. Well, anyway, we're just gonna go for it right now, I think. Stop the simulation. Delete this thing. Right. What is the first thing we want to do? Hey, girlfriend just came home. And we're actually just moving into the 3-hour mark. Okay, everyone. I'm gonna unfortunately end here. We're only streaming 3 hours, unfortunately. Now we're going to keep streaming on... Next stream will be on Monday. Same time. Since I'm having my vacation starting today, actually. So everyone, thank you so much for watching. Remember to leave a follow if you haven't already. Subscribe if you want, and I'll see you on Monday. Remember to join the Discord if you wanna have any updated news on how I'm doing, or if any stream is delayed or cancelled. So, see you then. See you there. Okay, everyone, thank you for now. Bye bye. And bye.